I want to talk a little bit about Kenny Chesney as well before we get off of here. 17 years that you had a production relationship with Kenny. I want to talk about. I want to hear you
I think
talk
it's
about.
longer. I think it's longer than that. Actually, it started in 1996.
So yeah, that would be 20. Oh God, we're not doing math today, buddy. That's not.
We were talking. Kenny and I were talking about that just a few days ago.
Be 20, 29 years.
It's about that. Yeah.
Okay, so almost 30 years. So what? Talk a little bit about the chemistry that's needed between you and Kenny for like such a dynamic and successful partnership to last the test of time.
Uh, Gosh, I don't know. I love great songs, and I don't know anybody who loves great songs more than Kenny does.
Yeah.
And we've we just agree on material. It basically is. That's the only hard part about making a record with Kenny is finding enough great songs that are great enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean I'm very hard on a song, and so is he. And I don't know, it just work. We've been doing it for 30 years almost, and um, we don't have to tell each other what we're thinking. You know, um,
What's the evolution process like from one to the next? Because obviously at first you probably try like feeling each other out and what is he like, what is he like. And now I imagine it's just everything's unspoken almost, right?
it is, and it's uh, we've kind of grown into this record making thing together. You know, I was a whole lot younger when we started making records together.
Mm.
Uh, I don't know. It's hard to to creatively think of something. Uh, I don't know. It's just worked, and it's a good thing.
Yeah. And you talk about great songs. Kenny Chesney is just, in my opinion, one of the best delivery of great songs in my generation, for sure. Just the delivery that he has on a good song is just second to none.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a one of the hardest working guys ever. I mean, whatever he's doing, he pours 150% of himself into it,
yeah. Well, speaking
and
of
that's
that,
why.
how do you maintain such passion that you need for longevity in this business? Because I still see it in you, buddy. Like you're ready to work. Like you're ready to go.
Not today. I was in the studio. I was in the studio 5 days last week with Jamie Johnson working on a new record, and I had to take a couple of days off. But I don't know. You just if you love it, you love it, and you can't. It's. I guess it stops whenever it decides to stop.
Yeah,
But
and it just hasn't stopped for you. Has it ever taken a break?
not for very long. Not yet.
Is that's got to be good news, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It's working out for you so far.
I,
Um,
I was talking to Jamie. I don't know, a couple of months ago when we started talking about making another record, and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, nothing right now." He said, "Are you gonna keep working?" I said, "Yeah, I guess as long as my phone doesn't stop ringing." He said, "Oh, your phone's never gonna stop ringing,"
yep.
and I don't know, it will one of these days,
Yep. Well, I asked Steve.
and that'll be all
Steve Dorff
right.
said that same thing. He said, "As long as my phone is ringing, I'm gonna be here to pick it up."
Yeah,
Yep.
Steve's a very very good guy.
Yeah, he is. So I got one last one here before we get into kind of some fun stuff to end off. What personal advice would you give right now to the young Buddy Cannon that's just getting started in this business?
Um, don't change your mind.
Oh man, I love that. So just do it. Get into it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine having done something else for this long, and I get tired. I get mentally tired, and physically tired,
Of course, yeah.
but I guess that's because if you work hard, you get tired.
Yep.
You know,
It's not all fun and games.
it mostly is.
Yeah. Yep.
It's mostly fun. It's no game.